CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go, Carroll Links, and by Carroll Indoor Sports Center. Game On is brought to you by Aquino Financial Services.
Hi there, I'm Pat Stetzer, and welcome back to Game On. The wrestling postseason is here, and that means one of the more exciting weekends on all of the Carroll County sports calendar. Time to take a look at what lies ahead on the mat and on the basketball court for that matter. So let's get started. It's Game On. The 58th edition of the annual Carroll County Wrestling Tournament is set for Friday and Saturday at Westminster High School. The junior varsity tournament is February 21st, and the varsity takes place February 22nd. It's co-ed and girls wrestling over 2 days from all 7 Carroll County schools with championships up for grabs. Winters Mill is the reigning girls team champ, and the Falcons say they're ready to embark on another county title defense.
We are putting it all on the mat. We are training every day. The last 3 days have been something to say the least. We have been going hard. 20 minutes of just live and just us getting the feel of how it's going to be in the next coming weeks. It's a pretty big deal. We are at the end of the regular season, and I know for me that means this is my last chance to go ahead and do something. And it just means for all of us, including myself, to just go ahead and take every day we're in this practice room and take it as if we're actually in that finals match at states, at regionals, at counties.
We're definitely moving. It's definitely a different mentality between team, the team stuff with the duels and all that, and the individual tournaments like counties and regionals and states. But it's just I think we're still definitely leaning on each other a lot to make everybody better. Because even if it's not focused on the team anymore, we're definitely pushing each other like a team to make ourselves better.
Gabby McLeod, Maya Sweet, and Jade Love are all reigning county champions for Winters Mill, and McLeod placed second at states last season. On the co-ed side, it's South Carroll going for a 4th straight team title and 13th in program history. A win Saturday would give the Cavaliers and move them into second place. All time for team wins. Right now they're tied with Westminster at 12 apiece. The Cavs are coming off another state duels victory, but they know there are more goals out there over the next 3 weekends.
Yeah, we're definitely keeping the same intensity in practice, and we're just going to keep going hard and pushing ourselves mostly. Our mindset kind of shifts. We're still wrestling together as a team, but also doing it for ourselves a little more now that it's kind of a solo thing.
Davey Snyder was one of 8 individual champs last winter for South Carroll. And the Cavaliers have 2-time champs, Grayson Barnhill and JoJo Gelati, and a 3-time county champ in senior Evan Owen. Coach Brian Hamper says South Carroll is ready to make that shift from team to individual from here on out.
This weekend's really a fun weekend. You get to compete against a lot of strong teams in our county. I think our county was very strong this year. They had a lot of guys that a lot of success. So for us, it's kind of that first step of the 3-part journey. Getting to go out there, competing against the best in the county, and it gives us a good idea of where we are. Getting ready for the postseason.
Time now to take a look at the top seeds in each weight class, and we start with co-ed in the lighter weights. You see 5 South Carroll wrestlers with top seeds in their respective classes. Westminster's Connor Ruane is at 126 and Century's Chris Brooks at 132. And now the co-ed top seed heavier weights. South Carroll's Anthony Rodriguez set to make his season debut at counties, while Winters Mill's Chris Gang tries to stay undefeated on the year. And over to the girls' county wrestling tournament top seeds, lighter weights first. 3 top seeds for Winters Mill and 2 here for Francis Scott Key, which won the team title back in 2023. And the girls' top seeds heavier weights. Big Mill's Gabby McLeod unbeaten so far, and Man Valley's Chloe Schwang with 13 of her 18 wins coming by pin. We will have live coverage of the entire tournament starting Friday at 4 p.m. with the JV action on 2 mats. Then on Saturday, we move to varsity co-ed and girls starting at 9:30 a.m. Join me and Michael Duffy for a special broadcast of the championship finals beginning at 4:30 on Saturday. We're looking forward to another exciting edition of the Carroll County Wrestling Tournament. Over to some recent wrestling results, and it's all South Carroll. The Cavaliers breezed past ACCE and Forest Park in the 1A North semifinals and finals. Then they beat Lackey in the state semifinals and took down Middletown with ease in the state finals at Severn Run High School in Anne Arundel County. The 58-12 win over the Knights from Frederick County gave the Cavaliers their 4th consecutive dual meet state championship. That's the 25th state title for the school itself, and 8 of those are wrestling state titles of some form. Congrats to Coach Brian Hamper and all the Cavaliers for another dominant performance at the state level. The Carroll County wrestling standings are here. The Cavaliers end on a high note, and all 7 teams finish above 500 in the regular season. Now it's time for the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. It comes from the wrestling mat down at South Carroll High School, where this senior is focusing on adding more postseason success to his already decorated resume. Time to find out who it is. Latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, Evan Owen, South Carroll Wrestling. 5 wins last week, Evan, and of course, another state championship. Tell me about what the atmosphere was like on the weekend and how you guys were able to get it done.
The atmosphere was really good. We all were hyped and rooting for each other to do good and win every match.
There's pressure there, but you guys have done so well at this. Your 4th straight state duels. You came back recently from after some time off, right? You rested an injury, I know that. You had 3 pins at the regional level, and then you had 2 tech falls, at the semifinals and finals. How'd you feel going into the regional duels and the state duels, physically? How'd you feel like you were at this part of the season?
I probably my endurance isn't as good as it was, but other than that, I think I'm almost 100% in everything else.
What was the decision to maybe just, everybody's nagging the injuries once in a while. You're beat up during the season. It's a hard season. Was it just a matter of let's rest a little bit here and get ready for the stretch run of the end of the year?
Yeah, it was just because I had to get myself ready and build my endurance back up for the end of the year for counties, regionals, and states.
Now that's coming up next. You're a veteran of this team, and you know what it takes to get to the finals and be a champ at these levels. I know states hasn't gone your way the last couple of years, but how motivated are you right now to sort of make these last 3 weekends as special as you can make them?
I'm very motivated because it's my final chance to become a state champ.
Do you think back at all about the 2 state finals because, if I did this thing or that thing, I could have gone the other way? Or do you block those away and say, hey, I got one more crack at this. I know what I can do this time to get a win, and I'm going to do those things and get it done this time.
I'd say sometimes, but mostly no. I don't really think back on my last 2 finals results.
Yeah, I know not the way you wanted to go. Have you taken any moment here to sort of step back and realize, like you just said, this is my last chance at this, and how special it is to be part of this program with a couple weeks left of your high school career? Pretty fun time right now, I would say, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, congrats on a great week last week, and good luck the rest of the way. It's Evan Owen, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Barnes-Bollinger Insurance.
Congratulations to Evan Owen, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and a look at all the selections from the winter season so far. It's shaping up to be quite the weekend for local wrestling fans, and CMSportsNet has got you covered with full coverage of the annual county tournament. Like we said, Friday it's all the junior varsity action on 2 mats starting at 4 p.m. Then we switch to varsity on Saturday, co-ed and girls, from the morning prelims all the way to the championship finals. Stay with us throughout the weekend as we crown all of the Carroll County champs. Time for a quick break. We come back, it's over to basketball to check in on the latest happenings. We've got plenty of highlights coming your way, plus some Carroll County girls hoops history. So don't go away. Game on. We'll be right back.
When emergencies strike, our community relies on the swift and dedicated service of our first responders, and citizens need to be informed about local EMS services. The Westminster Kiwanis Club invites you to learn more about how Carroll County's exceptional EMS services keep our community safe. Join us for a community forum on March 4th at 6:15 in the evening at Exploration Commons at the Carroll County Public Library, Westminster Branch. Chief Michael Robinson will discuss the vital role of the new EMS structure in ensuring the well-being of our community. Westminster Kiwanis invites you to attend and be a better informed citizen.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee, they have the same great job, and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues. Artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center, your sport, anytime.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.
It's Mat Madness as local high school wrestlers compete at the annual Carroll County Championships. February 21st and 22nd at Westminster High School, and CMSportsNet has got you covered. Hi, I'm Pat Stetzer. Join me and Michael Duffy for in-depth coverage of the county tournament. CM Sportsnet is your only source for live coverage from the preliminaries all the way through the finals. Join us for exclusive interviews and find out who will be named county champs. Don't miss CM Sportsnet's coverage of the Carroll County Wrestling Championships, February 21st and 22nd. We've got you covered. Welcome back to Game On. Let's jump right back into some Carroll County winter sports. The boys basketball county race is yet to be decided, and there are still some Carroll matchups to be played. One of them took place Wednesday night when South Carroll hosted Manchester Valley down in Winfield. Benson Sommerfeld gets into the paint, and the big man scores as part of South Carroll's hot start to this one. How about this drive around the left side with the left hand from South Carroll's Walker Foble? The and one here, and the Cavaliers are already up big. Here's another drive to the hoop and a foul for Foble, and South Carroll's having quite the first quarter against the Mavericks. Man Valley trying to make something happen after a missed shot on the baseline. Mason Sagai scores on a nice putback. The Mavs tried going down the lane, but Michael Puckett is there for a block. We're headed the other way. Foble, long pass to Puckett, who finds Sommerfeld for the layup. Mavericks bring the ball across the timeline, and they get a kind roll here along the baseline, and Cooper Olszewski puts this shot up, and he scores for Man Valley. But it's too much Cavaliers on this night. Nate Houston gets the inbounds pass. He's all alone behind the three-point line. Give Houston the triple. And some South Carroll defense to top it off. Jake Duvall, after the steal, is going to find Cooper Hurley hustling down the court, and the senior scores off the glass. South Carroll goes on to win big over Man Valley, and they win a game for the third time in their last four. Over to some basketball results from around the CCAL. Francis Scott Key topped the Rebels for their second win in 4 games. Century won for the second time in as many tries. And the city rivalry between Westminster and Winters Mill added another chapter last Friday night. Early first quarter between the Owls and Falcons. Brandon Barrett with a nice take here into a host of Falcons defenders and give the Owls guard the bucket. Winters Mill has the ball now. Chase Siegel's going to get a pass out on the perimeter, and the sophomore is pure from three-point range. Big Mill cuts the deficit in half with that basket. Turnover time here for Westminster. It's going to be a fast break, and it's going to end with Charlie Molman doing what he does best. More Westminster now in the third quarter. The Owls lead by 8. Molman drives and finds Tonic Zita, and the senior hits the 3 from the near corner. The Owls had this one in hand, final minute to go, but Winters Mill playing hard down the stretch. Tommy Hinkhouse gets the steal, and the senior goes all the way in for the layup. But Westminster wins the city rivalry game, and the Owls get to 10-2 in Carroll County. Boys basketball top scorers from the past week. Francis Scott Keys, Tyler Hansen with a big game last Friday, and he helped the Eagles beat South Hagerstown with 21 points on Wednesday. Walker Foble adding another 20-point game for South Carroll. Girls hoops results time. That is not a typo there. Man Valley held Hartford Tech in the single digits. The Owls had no trouble with Mount Hebron, and the Mavericks picked up a pair of wins since last Friday. First up, though, we head over to the Knights and Falcons in their rematch from their game in late January. Good passing late in the first quarter from the Falcons, and it ends with a three-pointer from sophomore Hannah Neske. Century has some good ball movement of its own, and it's going to be Mackenzie Mauder from behind the arc, and this shot goes in and gives the Knights a 5-point lead. Back comes Big Mill. A miss down low turns into a chance for Neske, and it's good from three-point land. And we're all tied up at 20-20. This time Neske gets inside the arc, and she's good from about 17 feet with a jump shot. Winters Mill up 4 at halftime. The three-pointers are starting to get contagious for Winters Mill. Give this one to Alexis Imbrugulio, and the Falcons are flying. Century getting back into the game late in the third quarter. Elena Ziegler for a three-pointer in the near corner in front of the Knights bench. Now it's going to be sophomore Reagan Edwards doing her thing to get to the hoop around the left side, and she scores for the Knights. Good job by Linnea White to seal off her defender on that play. But Winters Mill has the answer late in this one. The extra pass finds senior Lucy Duncan, who scores off the glass, and the Falcons hang on to win this one by 7 points, and they enjoy their first Carroll County Athletic League win of the season. All right, now over to South Carroll and Man Valley from February 14th, with both squads going after a late-season county victory. Almost a turnover here for Man Valley, but instead it's Gabby Evans with a long jump shot for the Cavaliers. Good inside-outside game from the Mavericks, and Lila Crestline is going to connect from three-point range, and Man Valley has the lead early second quarter. Inbounds play, South Carroll's Kendall Curtin gives up the baseline jumper, goes in instead for a tough shot. Count it for the junior, and SC is back in front. Crestline feeling it from behind the arc. The sophomore dials up long distance once again. Senior Leah Miller matches that with this stop and pop from way downtown, and Man Valley's lead is down to 4 in the fourth quarter. But the Mavs prevail, and they cap it with a nice play here. Crestline waits for Emma Pencher to cut, and the senior uses the backboard for 2. Man Valley wins 45-40, and the Mavericks sweep the season series with South Carroll. Now we head over to Westminster from last Friday when the Owls hosted Liberty in another Carroll County clash. Nice passing here from Westminster, and Cole Peach is going to step inside the arc and hit this jump shot. Moving ahead now, Liberty comes up with a steal. Lions come back the other way, and the extra pass here from Tori Schmitz is going to find Courtney Goff. The senior steps back, and she hits for a three-pointer. Maddie Gassman sees Emma Jones coming off the screen, and Jones scores down low for Westminster. Another nice pass here is going to give Riley Bunting a good look from 3, and Bunting drains the shot. This time it's Gassman to teammate Aspen Higgs, who goes back to Gassman, and Gassman goes in for the layup. And Westminster rolls to a home Carroll County victory against Liberty. Girls basketball top scorers are up next. The Owls have Maddie Gassman and Xavier Berzi on the list. He has Summer Brooks and Winters Mill's Hannah Neske with a nice night against Century. That 22-point game from Maddie Gassman from Monday was a big one. The senior reached 1,000 career points, and she became the 6th player in program history to do so. If Westminster put together a deep playoff run, expect Maddie to add more to her impressive totals. In fact, let's go ahead and see all of the Owls girls basketball 1,000-point scorers. Sue Head, class of 1989, tops the list, and she's one of 3 players in the 1,200-point club for Westminster. Since we're talking hoops history in Carroll County, let's see the scoring leaders with at least 1,000 points from each school. Girls are up first, none at Century just yet. Man Valley's Mackenzie DeWeese is the all-time leader for Carroll County. Now over to the boys' school scoring leaders with at least 1,000 points. Ryan McTavish is the boys' leader from his South Carroll days. Rob Levitt, Liberty's only 1,000-point scorer. Girls basketball stats leaders up next, and the points leaders are first. Maddie Gassman leads with close to 17 points per game, and 6 girls are scoring in double figures on this list. Rebounds leaders are next. It's Maddie Gassman and South Carroll's Leah Miller neck and neck in boards per game. FSK has a good pair in Kenzie Bancroft and Summer Brooks. Now the assist leaders, Abby Rieger of Francis Scott Key is on top of the board, and Liberty has a duo here in Courtney Goff and Allison Ball. And steals leaders, 3 players with 5 or more per game in Gassman, Rieger, and Manchester Valley's Emma Penchik. Over to the boys basketball stats leaders, points leads us off. Tristan West and Michael Puckett scoring more than 16 points per game, and Tyler Hansen of Francis Scott Key is climbing the ranks. Rebound leaders are next. Benson Sommerfeld on top at 10.4 per game, and Westminster's Molman brothers, they forged quite a post presence for the Owls. Assist leaders to see now, 2 players with 4 or more assists per game in Jaden Zumbrun of Liberty and Tyler Hansen of Key. And steals leaders, Walker Fobel leading the way here, and his Cavaliers teammate Michael Puckett is there at 2 swipes per game. Some upcoming girls basketball games of note. It's a non-conference slate for you on Friday. Man Valley and Linganore could be a playoff preview, and we also have Francis Scott Key hosting Catoctin. And boys basketball upcoming games now. Home games for Century, Liberty, and Man Valley, all of which on Friday night. Girls basketball county standings time. Westminster repeats as your Carroll County champion. Francis Scott Key and Man Valley in 2nd and 3rd place, respectively. And the boys basketball county standings. The county championship will come down to either Century or Westminster or both. And like we said, still a few big matchups yet to be played. And that'll do it for this week's episode of Game On. As always, we thank you for watching. A reminder that CMSportsNet is bringing you live coverage of the Carroll County Wrestling Championship this weekend at Westminster High School. JV on Friday starting at 4 p.m. and the varsity starts Saturday morning at 9:30. The co-ed and girls varsity finals are set to start at 4:30 on Saturday, so stay tuned for the exciting finish. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, and you can visit our website at cmsportsnet.com. You can also watch us on cable channel HD 1072, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at CMSportsNet Action. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
There's a lot about Sarah and Tara that's exactly alike. They drink the same coffee. They have the same great job. and they both have a high-quality education. The only difference? Sarah spent her first 2 years at Carroll Community College, getting the same exceptional education, but at less than half the cost. So while Tara uses her paycheck to make student loan payments, Sarah can use hers for other things, like going out for coffee. Get started at carrollcc.edu.
Carroll Indoor Sports Center, celebrating its 30th season. 66,000 square feet of fields and courts. Rain or shine, multiple soccer and lacrosse leagues. Artificial turf fields and courts to rent. Party rooms and snack bar available. Summer camp for the kids. Safe indoor environment for athletes of all ages. Carroll Indoor Sports Center, your sport, anytime.
Hi, I'm Steve Aquino. Creating a financial plan requires a disciplined, well-thought-out approach. At Aquino Financial Group, our mission is to provide a variety of solutions to help our clients fulfill their lifetime financial goals and dreams.